Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe says he supports universities and the Saskatchewan Roughriders in their efforts to implement a proof of vaccine requirement. But he says his government won't be following the footsteps of BC, Manitoba, and Quebec in implementing one from a government level. And he says he expects other events and organizations to implement their own policies in the weeks ahead.
We do need to do more to encourage, yet again, more people to get vaccinated. In the future, in this province, it is going to become more difficult to attend certain events, yes, and to take part in certain activities if you choose not to be vaccinated. You need to know that. You need to know that today, because your choice does have an impact on others.
Medical health officers in Saskatchewan recently sent a letter to the Ministry of Health asking for a number of measures to slow the spread of COVID-19 and to increase vaccine uptake, including a return to mask mandates, proof of vaccine requirements, and mandatory vaccines for frontline workers. Now, the province is planning to implement a policy of proof of vaccine for some healthcare workers. Premier Scott Moe says that mandating masks or other public health restrictions would be, quote, grossly unfair to those who have been fully vaccinated. And he says the province takes its cues from its chief medical health officer and not the regional health officers.
With respect to provincial guidelines and provincial policy that's being put forward, we work closely, yes, with the SHA and with all of our physicians, but most certainly with Dr. Shahab and his team on, what steps can we put forward that will, encourage vaccination. I encourage people to make the decision to go out and get vaccinated.
But those vaccination numbers have stagnated, and the province shares the dubious distinction of being the lowest protected among provinces with Alberta. 30% of people in Saskatchewan who are eligible are not yet fully vaccinated. Last month, 90% of all hospitalizations in the province were among people who weren't fully immunized. Adam Hunter, CBC News, Regina.